Welcome back to the TVTrifecta podcast, where today I teach a trio of men a subject from one of a trio of topics. If you're unaware or brand new to the podcast, the host of the episode picks a piece of media, whether it be a standalone or a series, to discuss over the course of one episode. Our trio of topics are as follows: movies, TV shows, or video games. After they've rotated through the trio within the course of 3 episodes, they acquire a special host before restarting the rotation. I am that special host, and my name is Carson, and I've taken the host position hostage. Let's have the TV Trifecta hosts introduce themselves.
In what order?
Not you.
Okay.
You in the black. You go first.
What? This is great. Anyway, I'm
You're
Kolten. I'm the Colt of 10.
The 10 style Colt. Wonderful. And you in the red.
Hi, I'm the hot. I'm Aaron. Hi, I'm not.
You're the hot one?
I was about to, but we all know that's a lie.
Are
And
you
Izzy.
on hot one?
Izzy, now you
Wish.
introduce yourself.
Yeah, no, Izzy.
Hi,
What's your
I'm Tom
name?
Evans.
No, we're gonna be doing hot ones
I'm from
today.
BuzzFeed Unsolved.
I'm from BuzzFeed.
I'm Izzy.
He's it. We're
Are
all
you?
We're all liars here.
Almost always.
Only on Tuesdays.
Only on Thursdays.
I'm sorry, I was unaware that I invited a liar onto the podcast. Izzy,
It's your podcast
you can leave.
after all.
This is your podcast.
feel free to leave.
You know, and I should
Right
turn you
now.
down as well. I assumed you
Oh,
would stay.
sorry.
No, I
I am-
assumed you would stay and be leaning
Yes.
back.
Yes, now that I'm done with my introduction,
Yeah, very nice.
I
Very
am
nice.
going to return to my position. Because this chair squeaks
Yes, it
if I
does.
lean forward.
Very much.
Welcome back to the TV Quattro. That's the TV. We're the Quattro.
You can't see the TV, but it's there. We promise.
Actually, it's right there.
Literally, I think
You
I
say that
literally
almost
said
every
that.
time. Yeah.
What?
The TV's right
I'm
there.
pretty sure I say that almost every time.
Yeah, I have not
I swear there's a TV there. I promise.
watched-
There is a TV there. You just can't see it. You have to picture it.
Picture the picture.
One of these days, you'll see it. Or will you?
I'll knock over
No.
the camera on my way out. For you guys. For you. It's for you guys. Not an accident. I didn't trip over it. I swear.
How is everybody doing tonight?
Are you the host?
No. I'm not gonna ask. No kidding.
How did everyone do last year?
Terribly.
I died.
Fine, I guess.
Cool. I don't really care. How about yesterday? How was that?
Pretty peak at the end of
Fine.
the year, actually. Because I met Katie.
That tracks, actually. That does make
It
sense.
was pretty
That's
much.
last year. We're talking about last year.
It was pretty much.
Colton, how has your day been?
Yes.
How are you doing?
No.
Why?
How is the Cuban Missile Crisis these days?
Oh, I started that one.
How's Mr.
Yeah.
Castro? I heard he's doing well.
Oh, he's great. I assassinated him and I took his
He's
place.
been dead since 2008. I don't know if he's been dead since 2008.
Yeah,
I thought you
I
Castroed
assassinated
him.
That was
At
when he
4
was
years
last
old.
Cuban.
What a...
And I took his place.
Check the TV, Mom. It's still warm.
You know, we should start, maybe.
Yeah.
Izzy, how are you doing?
I am Izzy, and I'm good.
Aaron,
In
How about you?
pain.
how are you feeling?
Mint.
I could.
I'm doing alright.
You're losing.
No, we're not doing
Uh-huh.
that here.
You're losing points currently, right?
Yeah.
I am so
You know
sorry,
what?
You're in
viewers.
last
You
place.
just lost 3 points.
I'm so sorry, viewers, but
I'm taking 3
every
points
one
away
of
from
you just lost the game.
No! And I have to keep it in because it's in the podcast.
Yep.
Damn it!
It's okay.
No,
I got this.
no. Just like in keeping in the Disney part of the last one.
Minus
Oh,
1,000
that's a
points.
good one.
Oh, we do a point system here?
No, we
No,
don't.
no. we-
I'm going to do a point system. No.
Let's not do
the
it.
game, Mr. Host.
So the topic for today is, well, it's something
Avatar:
that
The Last
Izzy is
Airbender, the
very.
movie.
It's pretty topical as of 2023, as of last year. You know,
As of
Izzy is
last
actually
year.
a really big fan of the related thing that came out. So we're talking today about the Flash.
related thing.
Not
No,
the movie.
No, not the movie. We're talking about the actual
Oh
good
yes,
TV show.
the movie.
At
actually,
least probably the first couple seasons of it. I haven't actually thought about how far I'm gonna go into it.
all of it.
That's fine.
Right
we
now.
haven't like
Yep.
That's fine. We have
Yeah.
like an hour and a half.
And
Maybe
yeah.
2.
So we'll just see how far down the rabbit hole we go, and
Mhm.
how far back
The
my
rabbit
memory,
hole
can
is
hold.
Ezra Miller.
Fair enough.
It has only been a few years since I last saw this.
What a wild choice then.
But I remember it like it was a few years ago.
How does the show start?
How's the show?
Okay, so my name is Barry Allen.
And I'm the fastest man alive.
No,
That's
that's
aside
as
from-
of episode 2+.
Aside from
That's
all these other guys.
That's the
Yeah.
first episode. It's like 10
Oh,
seconds
yeah.
long, and it's that's the only line.
Yep. Oh yeah. And every season it's like, actually, no, I'm not the fastest man alive, but I'm gonna
We're
keep
just
claiming that I am.
starting right into ragging it from the beginning.
Okay. I would like to preface
Alright.
this by saying that I did enjoy this show.
Yeah, I think that should be established.
Uh-huh.
Like it has some obvious. Let's get into it. Let's go.
Let's
So,
just start right
Let's
in,
start
uh-huh.
with summarizing. So, a guy named Barry Allen.
Hi, Daniel.
He's a lab technician. He's a CSI for the Central City Police Department.
Indeed. He was
And,
an arrow first. Fun fact.
And one day when he's in his lab during oh wait, no, I almost said the wrong one. All right, yes, had to. Sorry, I've more recently watched The Flash, the hit movie.
No. No.
And so
not the same.
I mixed
Why are you
timelines a
laughing?
little bit.
Pause that. Why are you losing it?
Because he said, "Hi, Daniel." Daniel
Why?
Beckart down here.
Oh my god. What do you mean?
Connor.
What's
There's a
Daniel
Detroit
did
Become
it. I
Human
did it.
video on his
He's
YouTube,
not Daniel.
and I said hi, Daniel.
No,
Oh
his
my
name's Brian. Wait. What?
Daniel.
Who's Daniel? What?
Who's Brian? That's his bio.
Anyway,
right?
What's wrong with you? Carry on, please.
back to the Flash man who flashes people.
The
And
fastest man alive.
because he kills
And in bed.
everyone else that's faster than him. Anyway,
That is accurate.
That is the accurate.
So-
that-
I will make sure I am the fastest man alive by any means necessary.
due to a man named Harrison Wells performing dubious physics experiments,
Doobie.
by physics I mean, but the dubious physics
By science.
is the part that I'm emphasizing there. He's created a particle accelerator,
It's always
and Barry's really excited, but then he has to go to work to do something, and he gets hit by lightning as the particle accelerator explodes. Dark matter goes everywhere because that's how physics works. Dark
Yes,
matter
and he
definitely
is not the lightning
is an
bolt.
actual tangible thing and not just a placeholder name because we don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Of course,
Probably not.
definitely.
So
Fun-
what's the probability of all of this happening at once, and also
We're
all the
thinking-
other things happening all at once
Oh,
throughout this
Oh my
entire
God.
show, every episode?
Everything everywhere all at once. Uh-huh.
0.0000000,
How many-
and it keeps going.
oh, don't worry. When we hit season 4 or 5, which one is Cicada in?
Oh,
It's 5.
I think that's
That's
fine.
when
I
things get
did
really
watch that
stupid.
one.
But that's for
That's-
later in this conversation.
Yes. Fun
And
fact.
so
In the
Oh, yes.
comics, there is a plot where Barry does become the lightning bolt that hits him.
Oh,
I
knew
have
that.
heard of this. And
Some people thought that's what was going to happen at the end of the series.
That sounds stupid.
you know, I don't know how the
You
series
think,
ended.
but you're also the villain of this season.
I don't know how the
I
series
also
ended.
don't know anything about this show.
I know.
And hearing that out of context sounds
That's
really
not in the
stupid.
show. It's just something that
It's
people
not
thought
in
was
the
going to
show
happen.
to my knowledge.
It should be.
It's not.
Okay, you can confirm that?
Yes.
Wonderful.
That should
Can
be
we-
its own episode. Just him as like.
Can we roundabout to the fact that you called this a season?
It did call this a season.
What?
TV Trifecta Season 1?
Yeah, I did
We're
do
doing
that.
seasons now.
Era 1, if you will.
No. I did do that. I'm so sorry.
Anyway,
Season
Carson,
1 of TV
Yeah?
Trifecta.
go on.
I will go on when I so please. Are you the host?
telling you what to do.
Take a seat, young Skywalker.
I am seated.
Now
I-
stand up.
And now,
In the
now that this one has silenced himself, I will continue.
It's okay, pal. Carry on, sir. I'm sorry about that fucking idiot.
Where was I? My dementia's really catching up to me.
Yes, that's my villain arc right now.
He's starting his villain
Yes.
arc.
So Barry gets hit by a lightning bolt through the glass window in the top of his lab, and stuff spills all over him.
I don't think that's what happens in the series.
I don't remember the specific
That's the
scene in
movie.
series.
Joe Luge from the
No,
future
no,
Yeah.
no,
flashes
no.
right on Barry.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I don't remember
gets
exactly how it
splooged
went down in this
hard.
one.
Fair.
But long story short, Barry gets hit by a lightning bolt, and he's in a coma for 9 months.
I swear he didn't get hit by a lightning
And he
bolt.
gushes
Serious?
those entire 9 months.
Okay, so I think Aaron's right. I
No.
think the lightning bolt hit the chemicals, and the chemicals exploded over him.
Let me check
I
this real
think
quick.
that's
I
called
do not
the
remember.
movie.
No, because there was chemicals and lightning in both, but the chemicals in
I
the
do not
series,
remember
I
that.
think.
I've seen The Flash. I do not remember how it starts.
It starts with
Oh, yep. A lightning bolt strikes and shatters a case full of unspecified chemicals, drenching Barry and temporarily knocking
Wait.
him out.
Yeah.
Wait.
Is that the TV show?
Mm,
That might be
That is
something
the
else that we're
Wikipedia.
not talking about.
That is not the TV show.
I specifically. Okay, hold up. Yep. Okay. Barry was struck by lightning and fell into a bath of chemicals, according to Reddit.
According to
Yes.
Okay, Joker.
it.
What? What do you mean?
Joker fell
Uh,
into some chemicals.
Okay.
People
So
do a chemical.
I just want you to.
And you know, before that it was the red.
I want you guys to hear the rest of this comment.
Oh no.
So this was a guy asking how the Flash got his powers in the Flash TV show Reddit.
Uh-huh.
Barry was struck by lightning and fell into a bath of chemicals. Wally was struck by lightning and fell into a bath of chemicals. Jay smoked a cigarette and inhaled hard water. Bart had them for birth.
Excuse
What the hell happened to Jay?
He smoked.
Jay
He
Garrett.
just got real high
He smoked
once,
hard
and then he
water?
just started moving fast.
He smoked hard water?
No, he smoked and drank hard water.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
He drank
That's what
hard-
the truth means.
What did he
No,
smoke?
he inhaled
What
hard
would
water.
become Barry?
He smoked a cigarette and drank hard water. Inhaled hard water.
Oh, so I
Sorry.
just smoked a
My bad.
cigarette and then inhaled some of that ice.
Mm.
No. Hard water.
I know what I'm saying. Oh, Mr. Host.
Instead of reverse flash, he's reverse cancer.
I
I
got super
smoked
cancer.
too hard. No, that's Deadpool.
Yeah, it is. You're right.
Actually, no, that's a The Boys thing. That
What else
that-
do you
that's
have to
actually,
tell us, Mr.
Anyway,
Host?
can
Okay,
we hear
so-
more?
while he's in the coma. Well, oh wait, first let's go back a little more backstory. So
A little more.
his mom was killed by a bit of red lightning when he was a child, and his dad got framed for the murder, and so he grew up. He was adopted. Adopted? Yeah, adopted.
Technically,
Was
but
he
also
adopted, or was he just
technically
like fostered?
not. I think he was
Technically,
just fostered.
I think just foster.
all right.
Became an
Still
He
doesn't
grew
make
up
what he's
living
what happens any less weird.
with a police detective and
Named
his
Joe.
really hot daughter named
No, you
Iris
can't
West.
say that.
Wow.
No.
Hold on.
I'm saying this from Barry's perspective.
All right,
He
yes,
grew
you're
up
right.
with,
With a crush.
with a crush on a girl who was basically his sister. For most intents and purposes.
Yep.
Was stepsister
Yeah.
kind of
That's weird.
situation. And
Uh-huh.
he goes into his coma.
Left
He
me.
wakes up, and he's in Star Labs, the place where Harrison Wells blew up a particle accelerator on accident. We'll get to that.
By the
I don't know if you
way,
guys saw. I did a.
Yeah, I don't need to know. I know.
by
you
the
did it.
way, spoilers.
Be
I love when
spoilers.
we do that, like not at the beginning. Like last time, we did like
This
the
is a
episode one,
given.
We did spoilers at the end of the video.
It's like, hey, spoilers.
Like,
Bullseye
spoiler
is
alert.
dead. No,
I know it's great to say that at the end of the
Lord
video.
Ozai is dead. He's not.
Parentheses, it's actually
It's
soccer.
such a great first host episode.
Spoiler alert, Lord Ozai actually became Sozin's comet.
First host?
What?
First host?
I said our.
Yeah,
I meant
I'm the
our
first host.
first
Don't
guest-
you remember? I
First
was the
guest host.
Anyway, continue.
As
Guest
the
host.
first host, I have unlimited power.
Carry on.
Yes.
We're gonna be doing carry on for a
And,
while.
yeah,
Anyway.
so
Segue.
Barry, he wakes up in Star Labs. He sees a couple people, and one of them being his idol, Harrison Wells.
As well as.
Harrison Wells.
Oh, wow.
And
Not
we
wrong.
see this weirdo, this lady named Caitlin Snow, and we see our favorite character in the show, Cisco Ramon.
Yes.
Um,
We did it, boys. We got Cisco.
who over the 9 months did something that we will regret in a couple episodes.
Shut it down, Otto. Shut it.
Man, slow down there, man. Slow
Wait, no,
down.
no. He does that. Yeah, never mind. He does that really soon after. Not yet.
Slow down, man. Slow down.
Sorry. I like foreshadowing.
Subtle foreshit.
Cisco has hand trauma.
What?
Not yet.
What?
Not
What?
yet. Not yet.
What?
Not yet.
Carry on.
All right. So,
Segue.
these three people are like monitoring his vitals. They explain to him that he's fine now. It's been 9 months. He was transferred here because
Reasons.
they were better than the hospital.
The accident wasn't your fault, babe.
It was your fault.
Me.
It was your fault. It
I
was
made you
your
crash,
fault.
Barry.
It was
Listen, I'm
me,
talking to
Barry.
you, David. It was your fault.
So,
There's not gonna be a single person named David watching.
Barry gets a cool
was watching.
Star Labs t-shirt, and he continues on his way. He goes out to find his old friends. Friend singular. He wants to be more than friends, but like,
But like, that's still kind of
And-
weird.
so he goes to the coffee shop where she still works at, and finds out that she has a boyfriend now. Fiance?
Fiance.
Already?
Fiance, yeah.
Yes, and
Yep.
his name is my favorite character in season
Yeah.
1.
What's his first name?
Edward.
Ed
I believe Ed.
Edward Nigma. No,
Edward Thawne is his name.
Eddie Thawne.
Eddie Thawne.
Eddie
He goes
Thawne,
by
yeah.
Eddie. Yeah.
That's why
Yep.
Edward.
I was
felt
like,
wrong.
Edward feels weird.
Eddie
Yeah.
Buck.
It is Edward.
His
It is
name
Edward, but-
is Eddie
Eddie.
Thawne. He works with Iris's
Brock.
dad, Joe West, at the police department. Their whole relationship is kind of under wraps right now because if Joe finds out, well,
Who knows what he'll do?
his partner is dating his daughter.
And
That
putting
sounds wrong.
chemicals in the water.
It
and
is.
turning the
It
frogs
gets
gay.
worse.
Just wait. it
Just
gets
wait.
worse.
There's more.
And so Iris had been visiting Barry at Star Labs while he was unconscious. I mean, in a coma over these 9 months.
He was unconscious
And at one
in a
point,
coma.
she like brushed his skin or something, and like a blue bolt of lightning just zapped her. Like
That's nice.
it zapped her.
This is a hint
I
at
thought it was-
Zoom.
This is
Isn't it yellow?
this actually is telling us that Barry is Zoom. I'm
Mm-hmm.
This is a wild episode.
so-
I can't wait to edit this later.
you asked me to be a host.
He did. I
You
also
gave
asked you.
me power.
Jordan came up with a great idea and you didn't take it.
No.
Oh yeah, no. Well, that would have required me to put in a lot more effort. So maybe next season.
Maybe next season.
Maybe
You know,
next time.
We're doing season.
That's gonna be the
Maybe in a
series
couple
finale.
years, whenever you guys
TV show
make
part
the mistake of
two.
letting me host again. How about I will do that next time you guys make the mistake of letting me host.
Right, of course.
Oh god.
You'll be even less prepared.
No, I for that I will be prepared.
Oh, I
Hopefully
can't
that's in a
wait.
year because we're trying to keep it.
We're trying to keep a,
Yeah.
He's gonna be
We're
the
trying to
next special
keep
ghost.
an
No,
audience.
That's
Um,
What
what did he say?
I said he's gonna be the next special ghost instead of host. We're gonna kill him after this episode.
We're gonna take him out back later. We're putting him down.
Finally.
I'm gonna kill him right after this episode.
Sweet release.
They're gonna find out why they call us Reverse Flash.
They're gonna find out what I'm called the bitch dust.
Just call me Reverse Flash because my ancestor's gonna kill me.
Hi, man. How you doing?
Prevent
Yeah.
me.
All
All
right,
right.
Mr. O.
So, where were we? Yes. Eddie Thawne is doing his police partner's daughter, Iris West, and
He's doing.
Is he
Yep.
wrong?
Yep, that is accurate. That is canon. That is canon as of that point.
Oh no. We are 20 minutes in.
And I'm not even 20 minutes into the first episode.
Nope.
Eddie Thawne, certified police daughter.
Certified banger.
Certified something, all right.
Man.
They're all in like their mid 20s, I think. Maybe late 20s.
The actors sure weren't.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Let's speed things along in the
Yes.
episode.
All right. So Barry starts experiencing weird little bursts of speed, slamming himself into, I think it was a van. I don't
do
remember.
that too.
I mean, it was a vehicle of some kind.
I remember it was I know he
It's
hit something
not
else
great.
before that. He might have hit a wall or something.
It was a clown car.
And then he turned
No, he
around,
didn't. He was
started
great.
trying to walk off, and just
Whoever's
zoomed
listening, you're gonna have
into
a
a
great time.
vehicle. And pretty soon after that, he was like, and went back to Star Labs. Wait, did he go back to Star Labs himself, or did they have to come pick him up?
I think he turned into a cryptid, according to you.
He was a
He
skinwalker.
turned into a freaking skinwalker, yeah.
No, he already was a skinwalker. You didn't know
I mean,
that?
look at him, bro.
He
He can steal people's
His
stuff.
metabolism's off the charts.
his metabolism is off the charts.
He needs to
They
eat, like,
do a little
40
test.
tacos a day.
They throw together a treadmill for him to test his speed,
And that breaks.
and I think does he break it?
I think he breaks in, then they make the specialized one.
Yeah,
Which he also
breaks it.
breaks.
So they're like, oh well, he broke our treadmill. We got to go out into an abandoned like
Airport?
like
Oh, right. Yeah.
airline
Runway?
runway. Yeah, like
This
what?
place like shows up a few times in the show. too.
Yeah.
And there's no reason that it's there.
It's
Maybe
just
Central
there.
City was a lot bigger in the past.
How do you think
guess.
we're gonna get through the series?
No, I didn't
No,
expect to get
definitely
past the first season or couple seasons. Like maybe first season was like my guess.
This is part 1,
No.
and it's just the first season.
No, it ain't. There ain't no part 2 of this bitch.
We will see if we get to episode 2.
Now,
Yep.
the biggest thing here is like, no, like the first episode is the slow part, and then
Right.
it kind of speeds up because this is explain. This
Get
is
it?
exposition.
Speeds up.
Yeah,
You
speeds
get
up.
it?
Just like him. They give him some like crash test gear or something.
They give him some crack, and
They
he gets
give
even
him
faster.
some
Very
crack
possible.
cocaine to get him going. No,
He just looks like a bike rider.
He really
he
does.
literally does. He
And he's
does.
uncomfortable.
It's like he's in the Tour de France.
He's in like a leotard or something.
Tour de France.
And
He's
he
like
has
one
like
of
his
those-
helmet
one of
and
those
knee
cool
pads,
wrestler
elbow
costumes.
pads. Like that's gonna help him.
The Flashpoint.
And
the
so
Tour
they
de
get
France.
out like
The
the
Tour de
speed
Flash?
gun and all that.
Tour de France.
They set up a lot of stuff to
Tour de
test so they can monitor his speed.
Right.
And this is episode 1.
Yes. And
They
can't-
clock him at 200 miles an hour, and he also can't stop. And he runs into what does he run into? He runs into something
He runs in
because he
a
can't
girl.
stop.
He
Kills
runs
her.
into a lot of things. in
He
the
wishes it was
season.
Iris. Don't quiet after that, please. Don't make me do this. Don't make me like
Just
that.
continue.
Don't
Just leave it off there.
Damn it! I can't be the guy who does this.
Hey, future Aaron, quit cupping your hands in your face.
I refuse.
Quit cupping yourself.
Quick cup.
Oh no!
Are you cupping right now?
Slay.
So anyway, he runs into
Uh,
something.
Yeah, he runs into something, and that's what makes him stop. And he, I think, he knocks himself out. I think. Also, let me take a second to talk about 200 miles an hour.
Let me tell you something.
That should be like the biggest problem, as everyone knows, with speedsters, is they make them too fast. They want them to be so cool and
this is gonna be a
swift
controversial
and
episode.
spooky. They want them to be able to zip, zap, zip, zoop, zoop. And then they're like, oh no, how do we challenge this character? How do we stop? How do we make them actually, struggle? How do we make this interesting?
Slow them down
And
for no reason.
Yep.
it's just
Don't make them that fast in the
ridiculous.
first place, and you wouldn't have that
Guys,
problem.
If
They
anyone
make
here
stupid
is
stakes.
riding a speedster, don't make them that fast.
Don't make them the Flash.
Yes, I know you want them to be able to do the round the world punch,
You did this, by the way.
but that doesn't make sense
I'm blaming you.
for numerous reasons.
If you can write Superman with good stories and be beatable, you can do that with the Flash.
Well, first off, Superman is inherently a problem, but they do it
That's
pretty
a different
they
story.
typically
but
do
they
it pretty
can
well.
they give him struggles that Superman can't just punch sometimes.
Exactly.
Those are some of the best stories. They don't have I'm sure they have them with the Flash. I haven't read too many Flash comics.
Yeah. So-
but obviously the most famous one is Flash.
Moral of the story is 30 miles per hour, 60 miles per hour for a speedster is really fast. That's more than enough. It's more than anyone needs. That's more than enough right there.
So that's
Don't-
incredible.
Don't
Yeah,
start
Dash is
someone
actually
at
great.
200 miles
And
an
I'm glad
hour
we're mentioning
because
Dash and Flash.
yeah,
Dash is the perfect speed for a
Flash.
speedster.
Dash is great. That is the speed a speedster should be.
The Lash.
Anyway,
So anyway, what happens
back
at the end
to-
of the... Can we
um,
move past the first episode?
yeah.
So
Beat up
then
along.
They're
Oliver
all
becomes
like, yeah,
Spectre.
that's really cool. And then Cisco goes into the back
That
and
is
starts
way
working on
far
something.
along.
Um,
Say again.
and then Cisco goes into the back to start working on something.
Yes. And then
Uh,
I think
Now-
the first villain he fights is like a wind person.
yep.
Oh right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's when
Batman.
they turn.
Yep.
Isn't that when they use the term metahuman?
That
'Cause,
is when
the
they
Batman
coined the term
wins,
metahuman.
they can't use mutants.
Because of course he does.
Or superhero. Wait, no, they can. They're DC. Might be.
They can't. Yeah, they could use superheroes. But they're not superheroes. They're metahumans.
They're meta.
Soups.
Metahumans made
Get
by
all
Facebook.
So yeah, they.
What did you say?
Metahumans made by Facebook because it's called Meta now.
So, I think season 2, episode 2 is when he starts out and he keeps burning through his clothes. So Cisco's like, "Hey, I built this suit for firefighters.
No,
It'll
he
be
didn't.
good for you."
We all know he didn't.
He
made
made
it because he's
super
into some
friction
weird shit.
resistant.
He likes roleplay.
Yeah, that's just cool and red and sleek. Does not look like it's built for a firefighter.
Uh-huh.
All right. Let's be clear. All right. I'm gonna get
Transparent.
into a rabbit hole here.
I'm going
So-
transparent.
Cisco wears a shirt that says "This is my spot," which is a Sheldon Cooper reference, which means The Big Bang Theory, which has DC and Marvel in it, means Cisco is aware of DC Comics and Marvel Comics, which means that he probably knows about the Human Torch. Hence, he developed a Human Torch fetish, and he made the suit for himself so he could be ignited.
A human
That
torch.
was a wild left turn.
Hold on. A human torch fetish?
I know I said he was in some weird.
There's a lot to unpack.
And then the monitor dies.
What?
He sets himself on
Post
fire.
next episodes. Most of the season.
So Barry now has this cool new suit that doesn't have a lightning logo on it yet, but it's got everything else. Everything else.
It's true.
And so he starts running around saving people.
I
Um,
read
Yeah, and then comes this guy. I
He
think he's
comes.
robbing banks at this point, right?
that. What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he starts robbing
He-
banks.
He just got out of Iron Heights. Did he break out? He broke out.
Well, he's a metahuman with wind powers. Wasn't it weather
Wait.
powers? Specifically?
Oh wait, never mind. It's because his
And he
plane.
can make a tornado too.
Oh right.
So
Yeah.
at the beginning of this episode, Joe and Eddie
Joe
were
Biden.
hunting like some thieves. I think they broke into a bank. They did a bank heist, and they were escaping in a plane.
Movies, yes.
And Joe shot the engine, and the plane exploded.
Yep,
the brothers
that makes
in there.
sense.
Because that's how that works.
That's how engines work.
Yep. Yeah. He tried to shoot one of them. He shot the engine instead because he's a bad shot. He's a bad cop. He deserved to die.
What?
And he did.
A cop with
Man.
firearms
Why is he jumping
training
through the
missed his
future?
shot
I mean,
and blew up
actually-
a plane, by the way.
I actually don't know if he died. Well, when I was at, he was alive, I think.
Joe never actually died.
Please don't
Ah.
put Don't talk about that.
Why?
So, yeah, these brothers are
Just around,
presumed
just
dead in the crash, but no one found. No, I think was the crash found, but not the bodies, or was the crash not even found?
Does it really matter?
The crash was definitely found.
But neither of the bodies were.
I think.
No,
I think
it
the.
can't,
Ah,
because he comes back later. The other brother comes
I really
back later.
want to say that the brother was found and he was put in prison.
He was he in a coma or something? He might have just been on coma.
That's what I was
Because
thinking.
I know he couldn't. I don't
Because he
think he
does
was put
come
in
back
prison.
way later.
Yeah, season 5.
Yeah.
What?
So
Why did they wait that long?
but one of the
This is
brothers
anything
is
I know.
missing, and
You know that's true.
he near the beginning in this episode he comes back and he has storm powers and he walks right into Central City Police Department
Oh yeah, he
And
does.
fart.
and he starts throwing storms at people because he wants
Storms.
Joe. He wants to kill the people who killed almost got him killed and got his brother severely injured.
Thanks, killed probably.
Yeah. And so Barry comes in his new getup and
Keep
he's
in
like,
mind,
"Hey,
he said he hasn't watched this
don't
in
do
years.
that." Yeah, this is it's coming back to me. It's coming
Come
back,
back
to
to
me.
you. Yep.
It's coming back.
Oh yeah.
And they have a little fight. I think
yeah.
Barry loses but chases him off
How? Of course, he loses.
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course
I
he
think he
loses.
just deters him and he leaves.
Yeah.
Early seasons make sense.
Yeah,
I think he
he's-
just pissed him off and he went.
The first couple seasons make sense on how he loses.
Yeah. Also, he's in
Yeah.
an enclosed space. It's hard for him to reach his 200 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Where he could just, run through him. The boys.
Man, that's a show.
How fast is A-Train?
This is why
That's
I don't
unrelated.
like speedsters.
Yeah, I can look that up later. I want to compare speedsters.
Fast enough, he has a heart attack.
I also can move that fast, but I don't think that's as fast.
I don't think that has anything to do with the speed, actually. It's the speed he keeps putting in his
I
head.
think my joke was pretty fun.
But yeah, fasting forward,
Spasting.
speeding forward through this episode, they go. It's the weathermaster, whatever. Weathermaster?
The Storm Man.
The
Yeah,
weatherman.
That's right.
The weatherman, as he is now called,
Oh wait, Weather Wizard.
Wizard.
Yeah.
Because
you know,
Cisco
is the
our
best.
favorite character. Cisco is the names guy. He is naming people. Barry is currently going by the streak.
Oh right. I
Not by
forgot
his
about
choice.
Yeah, no, Iris is a reporter, right? And she has.
Spoiler
she-
alert.
This is that gets further
that.
into.
First
That's
10
the
minutes of
spoiler.
the show.
That's the
Spoiler. I don't know if you're ready for this, but 10 minutes into the show, they reveal that Iris West is a reporter.
Spoiler alert.
As she
Wow.
always
Barry
has been.
likes his
I'm so
foster sister.
spoiled right now.
Spoiler alert. Iris West.
And they
Allen.
get together. And have children.
At least one.
And it's not weird. We
They
swear.
duck.
And he totally shouldn't have gotten with Patty.
Nora Allen.
What does that have to do with shit? With anything, sir?
No, that
They
actually
both
has a
died.
lot more to do than you think with the whole having children
They
thing.
both died.
Nor Allen is his mother.
Those
Doing
nerds.
this. He keeps just randomly spouting out spoilers for like season 4 and onward.
I do love it, Izzy. Keep it up.
Earbarthon is.
You both on is Eddie Thon confirmed.
So
We'll start with E.
Yeah, Iris
Well,
isn't
then
a
with
part of
D.
this yet, really. I mean, she's in the background. Barry's
I guess.
upset because he can't, have her.
She is kind of just in it because Barry is just like, oh yeah, I'm the
She's
streak.
actually better in season 1 and 2.
He doesn't reveal that yet.
Well, I mean, like he does the blur thing
Oh,
and keeps
yeah.
coming to her over and over.
He
again.
does. He
Yeah.
really does, doesn't he? Stop.
Coming to her.
I don't think he ever calls himself the Streak.
No,
He's
but-
just like, I am the one you've
Yeah,
been
but I
writing
was
about.
bad at names.
Yeah. He just
Doesn't
comes
he
to
even-
her and goes, "I am the streaker."
Well,
streaks?
I don't know about that one, sir. I don't know about that one, pal.
The streaks
No,
on the
that's
streets.
canon. I remember that
Now let's
one.
speed forward a few episodes.
At the end of this
That's
episode, yeah, he there's one highlight at the end of this episode I want
Guess
to
his
get to.
name.
No,
Oh yeah, it's the symbol, right?
no, I don't
No.
remember when that is. This is a
That's
more
like
critical.
End of season.
This is a much more critical, much more important moment than I'm thinking of. The weather wizard lures them out to the spot where the plane got shot down, and to kill Joe and Eddie, he makes a tornado. He makes a tornado going at them, and Barry comes in, and he's like, "Oh no, a tornado!" And Cisco, what do I do? Because he has a headpiece, an earpiece that goes directly to Cisco. Cisco's the guy in the chair.
Cisco is more like the Flash than Barry ever was.
Truly, Cisco deserved the speed.
Anyway,
And so Cisco says, "All right, so the tornado is going this way. I need you to run this way. Go around the other way faster, and it'll untornado."
I'm pretty sure in real life that would just make it worse.
double tornado.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's basically.
Yellow electric tornado.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how.
I don't think that would make it any better.
Something tells me that isn't how that works.
But this is a superhero show. We don't need to care about reality.
But it could. In this.
Barry's
Actually,
leg
I think,
left off the ground.
guys,
a
I
little
know
and
why
he's
it
just
works.
done for.
Yeah, it was the Speed Force. The Speed Force. Speed Force made
What
it
the
work.
hell's the Speed Force?
So that's where Barry gets his super. I can't say that.
Barry
Why
Allen
can't you
becomes a
just say
prisoner from the sea.
No, I was
Speed
gonna
Force
say
in season
something
3
funny.
finale.
Oh.
But
He gets his super speed.
He comes
He's
back
super-
and he's crazy.
Speed. And so yeah, no,
Shut
that
up.
that moment happens, and at one point, I think Joe eventually shoots, and Weather Wizard gets shot, and is dead now. Right? That is what
Forever.
happens. No, that one is dead.
Yeah, because they don't gotta.
Forever.
They're going to prison. They're going to prison.
His prison?
And so
I
then
said
we move on,
prison.
and and so Barry
And
we find out that the dark matter wave that exploded
Dank
out of the
matter.
particle accelerators explosion that created more superhumans, and Barry goes around fighting these, one of them being his childhood bully who now wants to have Iris. Or was he just luring his childhood bully who now can turn into steel and kidnaps Iris for some reason.
I forgot about that.
And
I don't
he
even
has to
remember
go
this.
he has to go past the speed of sound to punch through him. And so he goes like a couple miles away to go up to speed of sound. He hits the speed of sound. His
And then
bully,
goes back and
who
finds
had
it's
decided
not
to turn back to flesh,
For some reason.
hears the sound of his footsteps, turns back into steel just in time for Barry's fist to bust his jaw.
This doesn't make any
Realistically,
sense.
His jaw should have turned into red mist because you can't hear the speed. The speed of sound is faster than you can hear. Okay? You can't,
Besides for footsteps.
except for Barry Allen's footsteps.
Also, the speed of sound is slower than the speed of light.
No, that is that's covered.
that is correct.
That's covered.
No, I know. I'm just saying. Barry's moving faster than the speed of sound at that point.
Yes. Yes, he has not reached light speed though.
No, not yet.
Nope.
Buzz Lightyear.
So we're gonna
This is a wild
I'm gonna cover
episode.
one more villain and we'll just speed through the rest.
Okay.
So
whole scene.
Remember how I said Cisco went after the first episode? Cisco went back into a room to work on something. So Cisco was unsure if Barry and his super speed would turn out to be a good thing or a bad thing. He wasn't sure if he was going to be a hero or a villain. And so Cisco decided that he was going to make something that could stop him if need be. So he made a gun that shoots a ray of frost. He calls it the cold gun.
Oh,
it reaches absolute zero.
Because of course it does.
I think we can logicalize that away as Cisco being overdramatic.
Cisco is
Because
also
functionally,
incredibly
it's
smart.
basically it's good enough.
Right.
So
Killer
he'll call
Frost
it
dies.
What?
that.
did you
I'm gonna
say?
kill your frost eyes.
Killer Frost can get it.
All right, so
I liked her in Sky High.
Yeah, so there's one or two that end up
There's something to talk
befriending.
about.
There's like fire guys that confuse together. They call themselves Firestorm, and they kind of just disappear. Oh wait, no, they disappear at the end of the season. We're gonna go fast forward to the. Barry keeps seeing the Red Lightning again. The Red Lightning guy, that speedster that killed his mom. And that Red Lightning guy has goals beyond your understanding.
I
He
get that
calls
reference.
himself the Reverse Flash.
I'm the
and
brother.
that's
Whoa.
how. Oh wait, yeah, no, he is. When does Barry even call
Reverse
himself?
Flash?
What is that?
Before that
It's
moment.
Like the episode before that.
So
It's pretty
somewhere
late in
along the
season.
line, Iris stops calling him the Streak, and he gets the
Streaker?
name the Flash.
Later, he gets the name Savitar.
Hmm.
No, you don't.
Ah. Yep.
He later changes his
How
name
far-
to
how long-
the Streaker.
How-
I
what are
know
we at?
it's empty, you idiot.
What are we at time-wise? I'm not wearing my glasses.
I don't care. Keep going.
Never.
No, I'm curious.
No, carry on.
We're
45
1 minute
minutes.
in.
All right. So I'm halfway through. I might be able to get through season 3.
We also
We haven't even. Oh my
we
God.
recorded for 5 minutes before. you kind of
Okay,
realized.
I've got plenty of time to get to season 3. All right.
We're 40 minutes in
No,
and we're
the-
not even like
the
halfway
entire
done.
show.
That's because season 1 is the most important to explain in most details.
Yeah, not-
season
not
2 I
season
remember
2
much
with
less
Zoom.
about.
H.R. Wells.
Is a man.
HR.
That's season
Human resources.
Carry
yeah.
on.
Yep.
You're
So-
doing well. You're doing good.
Yep. So, Reverse Flash has goals beyond your understanding, and he's doing a bunch of things around the city. He's faster than the Flash. The intro still keeps saying, Barry keeps saying, I'm the fastest man alive. And
But is he?
Where
though?
have I heard that
He
before?
never is.
he is sometimes for a while.
He is sometimes for a season.
For a few episodes.
yeah, for a few
For a few
episodes.
episodes.
Until someone faster comes
Uh,
along.
Until Hunter's Allman.
Wow, this is pretty much
Ah.
just how
Until
Dragon Ball
Savitar.
is. It's just
Until
there's always
Reverse
someone
Flash
faster
again.
than him.
Until Godspeed.
There's always a fast
Until his
fish in the
daughter.
water.
Until Wally.
Until
Actually.
he dies.
So,
Rest
Until
in peace,
Barry
Wally.
Allen
He's dead.
dies at the end of the show, because I made sure.
actually, he dies at the end of season 4. 3. Season 3, yeah.
I made sure.
Who?
Barry Allen dies at the end of season 3.
I agree.
Just wanted to tell you guys that.
Yeah. Spoiler
I wanted to
alert.
get that out of
There's
the way.
5 more seasons after that.
You know what's really funny?
Actually, no, that's 6.
I know, I'm not lying.
No. You know what's really funny? One of the many spoilers I've whispered into this microphone was exactly that. About 10 minutes ago.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, I hear like maybe 1 of 5 that you say.
Superman dies to Doomsday.
In
That's
X-Men
not even a
Apocalypse.
spoiler. Everybody knows that.
And Superman and Lois.
Thanos marries Darkseid.
I thought Mary Jane did that.
Mary Jane died in Infinity War? What?
Michael Cudlitz is Lex Luthor.
Abraham Lincoln.
Alright, cinch that clip. So
Just putting
in the
that out.
final episode, things come to a head. Wait, second to
Head.
last episode, Cisco.
Farts.
Oh wait a minute.
You're
Oh,
remembering some
I'm
things,
remembering
aren't
some things. So mid-season,
There you go.
you?
how does the tidal wave even happen again?
Yes.
Magic. I
I
bomb.
believe there is a man that creates earthquakes
And he says,
Okay.
"I'm
because he's
Earthquake
not a
Man."
problem midway through the episode. It is that tsunami.
No,
I
yeah.
think
Yeah,
that's how.
so
that
long story
starts.
short, someone creates a tidal wave that's gonna wipe out Central City, and Barry's like, all right, well, I'm gonna run so fast I create a wall of air to stop it. And he runs so fast across the coast,
And
I
then for
create a
some
wall
reason
of air
the
to
wave
stop
was
it.
catching up to him.
And
Wasn't he as fast as the wave?
I think he's correct in this.
Which is kind of stupid.
yeah.
yeah.
I
And
never thought of that.
earlier in this episode, Barry was like
Uh,
running through a street, and he looked over and he saw himself looking at himself, so now he's going so fast, and then like there's a flash of light or something, and he's going down the street, running, looking at himself, and
Which
they go different
happens
ways.
so many times.
And
Yeah.
he finds out that he time traveled a day in the past, and yeah,
Whoa.
and whoa, oh, and so before he time traveled, though,
Uh-huh.
Cisco uncovered the identity of the Reverse Flash. He learned the Reverse Flash is none other than
himself.
Eobard
Cisco.
Thawne. By that I mean Harrison Wells, who was Eobard Thawne, who stole the body of Harrison Wells,
Yes.
effectively.
Yes, and the actor who played him was playing Harrison Wells. The actor who played the Eobard Thawne also should have played the Reverse Flash for the rest of the series. You know what he didn't do? That.
He did sometimes.
Sometimes.
I think
He
it
should have
was.
all the time.
I think it was really funny the way that happened. I liked that. It was amusing.
Mm-hmm.
The emotion, the psychological damage on
That
Barry.
man looks so tired.
I like watching Barry be
Well.
psychologically horrified by everything that's happening. Anyway, so Reverse Flash knows that Cisco figured it out because he sees the look in Cisco's eyes, and he's like, "Oh, you were like a son to me," and then he rips his heart out.
Of course he was. Mm-hmm.
Well, he shreds his heart to pieces with his vibrating hand. We're not going to get into that any further.
Cisco becomes vibe.
Yep, Cisco gets vibed through the heart.
Cisco's. He's gonna make my vibe.
He was sounding. his
All right, and so, but this happened at the perfect time because Barry time traveled to before that moment, and he accidentally makes it so that Cisco didn't learn at that moment
somehow.
who that Harrison Wells was the Reverse Flash, and but I think he does get like a hint. No,
He starts.
he
having
gets
not
he
yet.
starts getting bad
Yeah.
vibes.
got bad vibes from.
So
It's true.
and he travels through time, and he ends up because of this, he's able to stop the wave from doing
Sometimes
stuff.
we should stop doing things on the internet.
He stops the wave from killing the city.
Again.
Yep. And then Harrison Wells is like, "Buddy, you seem to be knowing things that you shouldn't be knowing. Did you do something? Did something happen there?" And he's like, "Yeah, actually,
Barry.
it's yesterday again."
Barry.
He does actually tell him right there, right, that it was yesterday.
I don't
Did he
actually
time travel?
remember.
Regardless. I almost said irregardless out of spite because that's not what that means. Regardless, Barry traveled through time, and then
Take the L.
Harrison Wells went
One
into
of those
his
is
little
correct.
basement bunker thing. He put his hand on a wall, and the wall opened up a secret entrance, and he looks at a magazine that says Flash Dead 2024. Flash dies in crisis 2024.
Wasn't it 2023?
2024.
Oh, it was 2024.
So we find out that Barry dies.
It wasn't disappears. It wasn't dies. It was just disappears.
No, he
No.
perishes.
Well, no, yeah, I think
It might be
disappears in
Flash
Crisis.
disappears in crisis. Yep, you're right.
Yeah,
The Flash disappears in crisis.
red skies vanish.
Yep.
yeah.
Hey.
So we find out that now who the Reverse Flash is. And so next episode, Cisco is getting some bad vibes. He's having dreams, kind of, and he is and he's like sort of remembering this gradually. He's remembering things from that day, things that didn't happen. He's remembering this alternate timeline somehow.
You may not.
And so, long story short, he figures out what he had learned. He figures out what had happened, because Barry does end up telling them about the time travel thing.
Batman does an
Yeah.
Infinity War.
And Cisco's like, guys... And so they decide to set a trap. So they recreate the scenario under which he had originally found out about. He had figured it out. And they arrange it so there's like a force field around him, kind of. So the Reverse Flash can't get through and kill him, like, and take his heart from him, like he did before. Oh yeah. So the reason they did this, instead of just confronting him straight up and having Barry assault him, was because Barry wanted to get proof that he wanted to get an admission that he killed Barry's mom. Because Barry wants to get his dad out of prison, which you might know from the hit movie The Flash 2023.
Yeah, it's gonna be so loud, man.
Such a great movie.
It really wasn't
It's
that
alright.
bad.
He gushes over that
It was
movie.
pretty alright.
Izzy
It
gushes
was
over that movie. He
alright.
loves it so much.
Such a great
I gave it about a
movie.
7 out of 10.
Which is it? What it
You said what?
deserves. You said it
7
gave
out
it a
of
7 out of 10.
When I
It's-
was judging it as a movie itself. But
I'm disappointed in you.
You're just wrong.
an
at that point.
entire thing, I hate that movie. But it doesn't mean it's not mediocre.
I can't imagine putting it at above a 5.
That's just bias talking. I'm sorry.
I think
Fine,
it's 7.
6.
I don't remember what it was.
The ending was
I
wrong.
think it's a.
Yeah. Alright, sorry. I've sidetracked us.
George
Several
Clooney's
times.
Batman.
Oh my gosh, what? Tell us something I don't
Clooney's
know.
Batman?
So they set
Paradigms.
this trap.
Hosea
and then-
gets imprisoned at the end of season 2.
and so Harrison Wells kind of admits that
They
he's
don't know what
Reverse
that
Flash,
means.
but does not admit. He kind of just keeps dodging around the whole "I killed Barry's mom" thing.
So am I.
Mm-hmm.
Dodging around.
That's a very fun thing. And eventually he's like, I see what's going on here. And he tries to break the barrier. Eventually he... I don't remember exactly,
Doesn't
but...
he just walk out of it?
he... Oh, yeah, no, they trapped him in the barrier. And
It's
eventually, yeah, he
6.5 out of
just
10.
walks out of it.
Somehow.
Doesn't
I don't remember why. It wasn't. Oh, it was the shapeshifter. Who in a previous episode? Sorry for taking over for a bit. They encountered a shapeshifter, and then they captured him. There you go. And then he used the shapeshifter to do that.
Did you forget that we're all talking about the show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean you're the host.
Yeah, no, you can.
I got it.
If you guys remember things that I don't remember, especially you, Kolten. I know you might remember things that I don't remember.
I don't
Especially you
remember
guys,
anything.
You big
feel
hung
free.
hung. That's canon now.
I don't
feel
know
free.
anything about
That's
this show.
fucking
Is
canon
I
now.
know you know more about the show than I
I
do.
said it live.
Don't be so modest,
Yeah,
Kolten.
I don't know anything about this show.
Colton, you don't
Felicity
be so
marries
modest.
Oliver.
I'm actually in the show at the end of the last season for 10 seconds.
He actually becomes the Flash.
Yeah,
All
I'm
of the
next
Flash.
Flash, actually.
We are the Flash.
Every Flashed one of them, and not just men.
no.
The women and the
Women
children
and
too.
children too.
He becomes them all. Anyway,
We are the
So-
Flash, Barry.
long story short, they
We're
end up
flashing
end up fighting him, and
Trump invited him.
What?
no. At some point along the way, Iris had like touched Barry when he was the Flash, and the same blue
She touched
spark
him?
transferred between them, and she's like, "It's him!"
She gushed.
Yeah, no, she gushed right then and there.
Didn't she break up
She
with
started
Eddie?
gushing over the. No, actually, she did not immediately.
No, I know
No,
that, but she does
She
do
did
that.
No, she
Oh,
doesn't.
he just knows that.
No, let me continue because
Uh-huh.
you don't know this.
I
Snart dies.
literally watched the show.
No.
Spark plugs.
So, I don't remember if she actually breaks up with him or not, but it doesn't matter because in the final battle, Eddie comes into the room and he's like, I'm your great granddaddy, and he shoots himself in the face. And
So there's no context missing.
No, that's all the context they get.
because Eddie Thawne, Eobard Thawne,
Yes.
yeah.
But
So he shoots himself in the face,
yes.
and time is
Reverse Flash
rewritten,
disappears
and Reverse Flash is written out of reality.
for 1 season.
Not even that long.
Joe remarries.
Whoa! So
He
some
remarries
context is
Iris.
missing.
What context would you like?
Earlier in the series, in the season, Eddie realizes that Iris does not love him like she loves Barry.
Oh yeah.
And gets kind of upset about it. I think he punches Barry.
Something
Yup.
like that, yeah.
Yep.
And then later, he sacrificed himself because he doesn't feel like he matters.
Yep.
All
Yeah,
because
that's-
Iris works at a coffee shop. That's what a coffee shop does to you.
He doesn't feel like he matters, and he feels like he wants to. The only thing that he does that matters is kill himself and kill Reverse Flash, which doesn't fucking matter and ruins the entire point.
Also, they have an illegal prison underneath Star Labs where they
Yeah,
store all
that's
their
kind of
where they
important.
store all their little mutants. I
Yeah.
mean, metahumans.
And that's season 1.
Yep.
We
That's
only have
season
30
1.
minutes left.
That's okay. I can zoom through season 2. So season 2 pops in. Oh wait. There's one last thing to cover for season 1. Black hole opens in the sky because Harrison Wells did something stupid. And
Yeah.
remember that guy that I talked about earlier? He's 2 guys, and they fuse together and become
Did he
fire.
talk about this guy earlier?
I
don't think
I
he did.
briefly said that. I said that earlier.
Did you
I think
mention
you guys. I did. You guys might have been talking, and I talked over you.
Oh boy.
I don't remember you mentioning him because
I
I was
vaguely-
wondering.
Whenever I skipped over the metahumans, I was like, oh, there's also a couple friendlies, like specifically 2 friendlies, and they fuse together and become fire, and they die later.
That seems like a copy.
So in the end, they're like, oh no, how do we stop this black hole? Because that's how a black hole works, definitely. It's just-
Shouldn't it have also disappeared?
and so, but because of the physics of their power, they fly up there and they sacrifice themselves to save the world.
Mhm.
And one of them splits out to close it and die, and sends the other one back to Earth. And I don't know how that old man lived.
I don't think it's ever explained.
No.
Just
Maybe
shows
Barry
up.
caught him. Barry caught him with the Speed Force.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. He went into the air with the Speed Force. And just grabbed him. Yep.
Iris West
And
doesn't
so-
actually die.
IS
portal-
Rest doesn't fucking matter.
So that black hole was closed, and everything was fine for all of like a couple days or something.
Harrison
I don't remember
Wells
how
dies
long
in the
it is
past.
Between. So now we get season 2. We find
Yes.
out that like these metahumans from a different world are invading through the portals or cracks left behind from that, because that big black hole was a portal to Earth 2, and there are little smaller portals. And there's this speedster named he's a black suit. His name is
Wasn't it
Zoom.
blue? Like a dark blue?
Nope, it was black. It was
was
very
black
black.
with
He had blue
accents.
lightning.
His-
That's blue
There were
accents, like-
no blue accents. It was pure black. It was blue lightning.
You're thinking of when he becomes like a speed demon. No, that's not what it's called.
One of
It's
you
like a
look that
speed
up.
wraith.
I was
Becomes
gonna
like
say-
the Black
look that
Death.
up
Was it
while I
Black Death?
continue. So he's sending these metahumans from his world over to grab the Flash and bring him back. Because he wants to steal the Flash's speed.
Right.
I don't remember when that's revealed, but that doesn't matter because I'm zooming through this season.
Get it?
Eventually, so Cisco creates a device to close the portals, and they go around closing the portals and beating these metahumans. Keep wanting to call them mutants for fun, but gotta be accurate. Gotta be lore accurate here. Or they'll kill me. Again. They aren't even listening to me.
I am listening. You can talk.
I know, I just said that you guys were gonna kill me again.
Yeah, we will.
So
Yeah, no, it's just lighting.
eventually this guy named Jay Garrick comes through and he claims that he's the Flash from Earth 2. It's Jay Garrick comes through, right? So he's something. He lost his powers though. He's lost his powers. Jay Garrick has lost his powers.
Yes.
And
he
so
needs it
he's
back. Or no, not
he
that.
needs
He gets
no.
red accents when he becomes Black
And
Flash.
also darker.
So what's the consensus?
You're right.
He's
It's just
completely
lighting.
black. And he was like, "What about when he becomes Demon Black Flash?" I was like,
Black
"Okay, let me
Death or
see."
something.
Black Flash. That's his actual name.
No, Black Death is when Barry gets the power of death, I think.
See, Black Flash comics.
So death.
This is also what Zoom becomes.
Yeah, when Zoom becomes Black Flash, spoiler, he gets red accents around the emblem and lightning.
They just turn red.
ears.
Yes.
And
So,
it-
okay, carry on.
So Jay Garrick comes through and he's teaming up with Star Labs. He's like, yeah, I know how to fight this guy. These were all my villains. I beat the crap out of them.
Them.
And so he's giving Barry tips, and Cisco is on the side being like, how can I help him get his power back? And he creates something called Velocity.
The multiverse restarts.
Wait,
Which time?
was it
It does
him
that many
who
times throughout the comics.
Wait, yeah.
Uh.
Was it him who created Velocity, or was it someone else? Because I remember there was this chick who was stealing Velocity
Wasn't it
from
A.
someone.
Harrison Wells?
No.
I don't remember.
No, it was not Harrison Wells.
It
'cause
definitely
this
was not
in-
Zoom, or else he would be using it.
I think
No,
it was Harry
Zoom-
Wells, wasn't it?
I said
like,
May
No,
Harrison.
no, it was one. Let me Google because I don't remember. I think it was a corporation on Earth 1.
Hmm.
Flash TV.
I'm not sure. It feels like it was a Wells. There are so many Wells. Some of them matter.
Okay, so I found
think, and a
And a
Velocity
lot of them
serums.
don't.
So creators: Hunter Zolomon. Oh, Harrison Wells. Harry Wells did create
That's what I thought.
Velocity 1 through 6. You're right.
Okay. I thought so.
Oh, okay. It's because Velocity V9 is created by Eliza Harmon and August Hart.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that sounds.
So
yeah.
yeah.
Harry
Harry-
temporary speed.
So at some point, Harry Wells comes through. He's Harrison Wells from Earth 2.
Not meant to be. Temporary.
He's a jerk, but we love him. But he's a jerk.
He's actually Harry Wells.
Yeah. And yeah, no, that's about all we need to say about him.
Fair enough. Yeah.
He has
Why
a
do you keep
daughter.
doing this? Nothing in it.
He has a daughter, and she comes into play later.
No. So.
She sends
So-
a gift to Cisco, and he doesn't understand it.
No, he doesn't. And then she dies. No, wait, no, it's a different character.
What?
I'm stupid.
Yep.
Seems like a lot of people die.
You're right.
So
You are right.
So Harry creates Velocity, this serum that can give people super speed temporarily.
Well, I don't
Which-
think it's meant to be temporary.
It
Permanent.
is
I don't remember.
temporary. It requires you
Right.
to
Keep using
taking
it.
doses.
And the more you take it, the worse it gets.
Eh, 'Cause
You
yeah,
die.
the more problematic because it's super speed without the protection of the Speed Force.
Mm-hmm.
Which is just burning up.
Which means
Death.
yeah.
It
So
means death.
It means you die.
they're giving Jay Garrick this velocity. He can't go as fast as he actually I think he is like, yeah, I have my normal speed back. But he's just slower than Barry for some reason, some inexplicable reason, and he helps defeat a couple of the villains. Then
Let's see is.
then there's this chick who steals a whole bunch of velocity, and
Yes,
she goes. She doesn't she call herself Velocity? We call her Velocity.
I think so.
She
And
fell.
it doesn't matter
She's
because
fast.
at the end of the episode, she takes
lightning
too
turns
much
blue.
velocity and she goes so fast, and her lightning turns blue, and then she evaporates.
She did. That's nice.
So, yeah, that's the problem with using velocity instead of actually having a connection to the speed
And what
force.
did they learn from that?
Nothing.
They learned that, well,
Zoom.
Zoom is using V.
Yes, he is.
Not
Using
compound.
compound V.
No, that's the boys.
Not compound.
Exactly.
Edward kills Victoria in the end.
Barry runs off into the sunset.
I wrote that into the script.
Because this is scripted, yeah? Right, guys? We're scripted.
No, into the.
You know what else was
Black TV
scripted?
show.
Me saying it's scripted.
So,
It's right here.
and through this, we begin to realize, wait a minute, is that why Jay
Okay.
Garrick isn't going above this speed? Because he's basically stopped right below the point where your lightning becomes blue.
Correct.
So they start to get a little sussy of him.
Sussy
They
Baka.
start to think he's
No,
a little sussy,
don't say
little sussy baka.
sussy baka. No, no.
Sorry, Izzy forced me to. Legally.
Yeah,
If
damn it.
anyone is upset, be mad at him. It's his fault.
You know, we're gonna be able to come. You guys can become the trio.
You're going to what?
You guys can become the trio.
You're always we're the
earlier
trio.
you
You're the
said you're
trifecta.
gonna come, so.
What?
He is right though.
Yeah. Do you not even remember your
Okay.
own name? You're the trifecta.
You guys can become the trio.
We're
No,
gonna-
Trifecta.
Trifecta.
Forfecta is what we are.
All right.
Ew.
I'm cutting them out.
You can't cut me out on the host.
No, you're not. I'm the host.
You're not the host.
You mean you're the editor?
I am the editor.
I
He's
can
not
edit this.
editing this.
I can edit.
You got this. Carry on.
I can do it. So where was I? So yeah, we start to get a little suspicious of Jay Garrick. And so they end up going to Earth 2 through one of the portals. And yeah, they find the real Jay Garrick in Zoom's prison.
Speaking about that.
And he looks familiar.
He looks pretty familiar. Yeah.
He looks
Well, actually, no,
like
we
the
don't see his
first
face. He has like an iron mask
Oh,
that's over his face
Yeah.
until he gets released. In the
Until
end.
like the season finale.
Yeah.
And he's revealed to be.
No, but
Reverse.
Jay Garrick looks very familiar. Same person. Yeah.
Did you know?
So Jay Garrick is played by Izzy backstory.
Henry
Phil?
Allen dies.
That's not backstory.
It is
Izzy, I need your
backstory.
help.
No, it
I
ain't.
don't know the actor names and such.
So you're talking about Jay Garrick. He's oh my god.
The original guy who played the Flash.
Yeah, he played him in the 90s.
And
That character actually comes back.
his name is John Wesley Shipp, which man, I haven't thought about that name in years. So that's why that was lost on me.
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
So that's why it was really cool that he was playing a older, more experienced, but also somehow slower Flash that was advising Barry, giving him help on these things. And then we find out that
gay.
he is in fact not Jay Garrick.
No. You mean the guy pretending to be Jake Garrett?
No,
Oh.
he is not. The guy pretending to be the Jay Garrick they met is in fact not Jay Garrick.
No.
Jay Garrick is the guy that's being imprisoned
Indeed.
by Flash, who had his speed stolen by Hunter Zolomon, aka Zoom, aka Fake Jay Garrick,
Indeed.
who somehow messed up his own foundation and disconnected himself from the Speed Force. I don't know. It's because his version of his version of velocity basically corrodes your ability to use the Speed Force.
Mm-hmm.
And so he basically screwed himself over by trying to make himself faster. So he needs to consume more Speed Force, in order to get
He needs
himself.
to-
That's a way to phrase it.
He
But
needs
it's
to
not
get himself
entirely
back up
wrong.
to
He
speed.
needs consume.
Right? Yeah.
So they fail to free the real Jay Garrick at this time,
They fail.
but Barry escapes by learning to phase better. Oh yeah, in season 1, he was taught how to phase by Harrison Wells, aka Eobard Thawne, aka the Reverse Flash.
Yes. Who's dead?
For now.
Rep.
Ruh-roh.
What?
Rep.
It's okay, it's Barry's fault that he comes back later.
Yeah.
It's Barry's fault that he comes back.
It's always
It's
Barry's
Barry's
fault
fault,
that he-
that anything is happening.
So,
Kinda.
long story short, Zoom ends up cornering them and forcing Flash to give up his powers.
Yeah.
He goes to his little treadmill, his new improved treadmill that can hold his speed,
Yeah.
and they devise a way that his speed can be absorbed from him as he runs into this little vial of lightning now, and Zolomon just, drinks it or whatever. No, he injects himself with it.
Yeah, he does inject.
I think it'd be funny if he drank it, but
Yeah, we do like drinking vials.
yeah, we do
here.
like drinking vials of gray sand until we become the gray sand avatar.
Don't know what you're talking about. Anyway,
we
check
hate
the
Marvel.
description for Passage Track.
Rod fights King
Shameless
Shark.
plug.
And so
What?
now Zoom is faster than he ever was before.
I know.
And Barry has no powers.
Yes.
So you know what they decided to do? Blow up the particle accelerator again
Okay.
until Barry gets his powers again.
Oh.
Are you serious? I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah,
So
no,
they're
they
just
decided
dumb?
to do that.
They're
no,
just dumb?
they're not blowing it up this time. They're doing a controlled release of it. See, the reason it failed the first time was because
purpose.
because Eobard Thawne intentionally sabotaged it. He wanted it to blow up.
Yeah.
So
Right,
Cisco and HR, not HR.
Oh.
HR.
Oh.
Who's
oh.
HR?
Resources.
We'll get to him in season 3.
We're not
And-
getting
and
to season
Harry-
3, man.
How much time do we have left?
15
4 hours?
minutes.
4 hours? All right.
No.
I'm going to speed run this now.
No.
I've been
No.
speed-
There needs to be time to talk at the end.
All right, I'll end at season 2 then. I'll summarize season 3 after this. So, they successfully give Barry his speed back, and also Harry's daughter becomes a speedster. Because she didn't want to take cover, and she is
Is that how
Yup.
you become
And so
speed?
now she has
Yeah,
speed.
like-
Yeah, and he has speed, and he goes and runs, and he and Zoom fight. They do little time travel things to make clones of themselves. That they call time remnants. Technically, Jay Garrick was a time remnant of Zoom, but
No, actually,
he was.
he distinctly wasn't.
He was actually.
He said he can't run that fast, so... Oh,
No, Zoom could. Ooh.
Didn't he just
Wait.
get another version of himself?
No, he did time travel. That was a time remnant of him. He just
No.
couldn't do that after that point. It might have been after he juiced himself up with Jay Garrick's Speed Force, maybe? I don't know.
I'm not sure. But keep
Yeah,
checking.
I'm not
I'll
entirely
see if
certain.
it's accurate.
A girl starts appearing, and no one knows who she is, but she keeps stalking Barry. Come to find out, it's his daughter from the
Come
future.
to find out, this house is bitchin'.
Forgot about that. This house is bitching.
Yep. It's a quote. Yep. So they fight. They're using little time shenanigans, and then Barry opens a portal to the Speed Force, and some time wraiths come out, and they drag him in for crimes against. They drag Hunter in for crimes against
Yep.
time. They drag Zoom in because he's done time travel shenanigans too much.
Good clarification there.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I'm excellent.
Peter
At
Parker
speaking.
gets dragged in.
Peter Parker gets dragged in to the room underneath. I'm trying to remember his name. Iron Man ripoff from The Boys.
Oh,
His
Tech
little
Knight.
basement.
Tech Knight.
Peter Parker gets dragged into Tech Knight's basement.
Everyone forgets Peter Parker, and his life is ruined. But he met Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield.
So it's worth it. So
Indeed.
yeah. Then I think by this point, Barry and Iris start dating. We skipped Barry's previous love interest because
It
she
doesn't matter.
she didn't matter. She was a rebound.
I don't even remember that.
You did actually mention earlier, Patty.
Yeah, she's not a rebound. She was the best.
Patty.
Yeah.
She was great.
And yeah, so eventually,
show
right about
can't
now was
kill
when. Yeah, this was when. In season 2, they ended up getting Barry's dad released, so he's currently living in Barry's attic. I
And he's
think.
doing great.
He
Yeah.
was,
Yeah.
wasn't he?
Yeah, and yeah, Zoom killed him in front of Barry.
Henry Allen dies.
What? Did you say Barry?
Yeah, Yeah, no, Zoom murdered him in front of Barry.
He had
That's
a fine, happy ending, and
Yeah,
then Zoom said,
Monkey like banana.
He did orange justice
Yep.
over his corpse.
Quick animal fact.
Inside his corpse, actually.
Inside his corpse.
All right.
Yeah,
So,
he was
anything
Richard.
else that I missed from season 2?
Monkey
Oh
some-
yeah,
some-
Cisco
monkey-
is now Vibe. Cisco has
Powers.
dimensional abilities, which honestly,
Cisco is awesome.
really sick power. I love Cisco. I love his powers, and
He's so cool and
I'm
great.
so sad that he decides to get rid of them in the next
like
season.
an idiot, and then
All
proceeds to give
right.
himself fake versions of them.
He uses he wants to be, he gets
Making
rid of
that
them
whole
because he
plot
wants to be
point
known
irrelevant.
as someone. He wants to be known as someone who accomplished everything with his mind, not some special power he had. So he
So
makes
just-
technology that could do the
So
same thing
just
his
not who
powers could.
Cisco is.
Except
really.
worse. Kind of, actually. He's
Yeah,
always
but he's
been the
not
tech
upset
guy, and
about
he wants
having
to be known
powers.
as the tech guy.
When does he remove them? Remember?
Caitlin Snow is a character that has been in every single episode
Yep.
up until like the last season.
Yeah. Yep.
We haven't even talked about her.
No.
No, I mentioned her.
I said Killer Frost dies. That's all I said.
No, I mentioned her, though. I mentioned
She's also a
Caitlin
very
at the
great
beginning.
character.
But did you?
Excuse me. Pardon me. Sorry. So,
Oh, that's a fun show,
yeah.
isn't it?
And then a time remnant of Barry becomes Savitar, the next fastest guy who is done doing time shenanigans, and he kills Iris West in front of everyone, but it was actually not Iris West, it was H.R. Wells,
They couldn't
our
just
favorite
let her
character.
die.
The
And they wanted, everyone wanted Iris to die. We hate Iris West Allen. We don't like her. She's just bad.
We got like 10 minutes.
She's
of
just
talking.
bad. We have 10 minutes to talk crap on Iris
No.
West.
The vote makes you remember. The vote makes you remember.
We wanted HR to live. HR was not a nerdy science. He was Harrison Wells from Earth, like,
HR.
I don't know, he was from Earth
you're lying to me.
10 or something.
Yes.
But he was not a scientist. He was an author. And he was a women's man. He was a ladies' man. I said the wrong
A
thing.
woman's man.
He was a woman's man. He was a ladies' man, or at least he thought he was.
So, guys.
And we loved him.
Yes, we did. Ooh, thoughts about the Flash?
Person. Be a host
Yes.
and wrap it up.
All right.
Don't.
How do I do that? How do you?
Know how to
All
do
right,
that?
so guys, this has been the Flash. What do you guys think? What are your thoughts, feelings, comments?
Sad remarks.
You know what?
No.
I do have a comment, and
You
I
haven't talked
remember
much today.
there was a time where you two were talking about the Flash TV show.
Yep.
And I
Movie.
hate that you reminded me that that guy that could turn into metal heard that he
Yeah.
could
No, yeah.
apparently hear the speed of sound, and that actually annoyed me so much, and I
Yep.
hate that.
Yep.
I really don't like that you reminded me of
That's
that.
another. That's just another issue. If you're gonna keep making them faster, at least make it realistic, which is
They're not going to do
impossible
that.
to do in
It's
a
a superhero show.
satisfying way.
They don't have to be realistic.
Just
It's a
stop
superhero
making
show.
them that fast. It's cool to have them go as fast as the speed of light, fast as the speed of sound, in that order.
Yeah.
But like, okay, shut up.
This is also why I don't like speedsters.
Which is that?
I don't like speedsters.
Yeah.
I just
I thought you were referring to how much people talk about why their physics doesn't make sense, and you hate that.
I just don't like speedsters.
Yeah, no, that's
I
totally
feel
valid.
like they just take away from everything.
The
'Cause
way
they're
they are written takes
'cause
away
there's-
from everything.
so
Yes.
they should be able to do everything. Pretty
You,
much.
Exactly.
you can write a speedster well.
Exactly.
They just don't.
Like Dash in The Incredibles.
Yeah.
He is a
Dash,
speedster
dash,
done
100-yard
well.
Yeah. Someone from the Incredibles
Dash,
of all
dash.
things.
I can't do a Connor.
Coincidence? I think not. Don't you mean dash, dash, dash?
Yeah,
Dot,
I can't do a-
dash, dot,
I can't
dash.
do a Valentino accent
Hey,
to save
Izzy,
my
you heard any
Valentine.
thoughts?
Is he?
Flash tells his children a wonderful story about how he was the fastest man alive,
And he
and
never
he
was.
reminisces with his wife Iris West
Ugh.
on all of his family and friends that he had known. And he says one more time, "My name is Barry Allen, and I am the fastest man alive." Cue the end credits of the series finale of The Flash.
So, like,
also,
can you actually
haven't
have
seen?
some thoughts, or
uh,
no?
Oliver Queen died.
What?
Barry in season 4 stops time to defuse a nuclear bomb that's in the process of exploding.
Oh yeah.
He calls it flash time,
Because that's
and he never uses it. Almost never uses it again.
And he like gets progressively more like mentally unstable and physically unwell because he's been in the Speed Force way too long.
So I actually really like the early seasons of the show.
I do too.
I know we're ragging on it, but
Yeah.
that is actually
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
decent for the most part until a certain point.
Exactly.
Cisco.
And then Cisco leaves, and we are disappointed.
And we hate that.
I didn't get that far.
You know who else
Yeah, no.
left?
You.
Carlos Valdez before I could meet him.
You know who else
And
left?
He was supposed to meet me, but he left that fan fest in Chicago, Illinois in 2016, and I was not able to meet Cisco Ramon from The Flash season 1 through 7.
You know who also left that pissed
Should've
me
got
off?
there faster.
Tom Felton
Who?
as Julian.
Who?
As Julian. What? What are you saying?
I'm telling him Harry,
Yeah.
but not Wells.
He's just very hairy.
It's Draco Malfoy from Harry Potter.
Yeah, he plays Julian.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love Julian.
Now I remember Julian. I
He
like
was a great
Julian.
character.
And he
What
left.
happened to him?
He just
I remember-
disappeared.
No.
I think they mentioned him in like one episode.
What do you mean he disappeared? He was the big bad.
No, he wasn't. What are you talking about?
Yes, he was.
Ew.
He was the big bad. He was the one who was going around giving people their powers.
What?
So remember how Wally was in
That's
Flashpoint,
don't-
Flash season 3 episode 1, Flashpoint. Wally was the Flash. There were a whole bunch of various people with powers because Barry decided to go back and save his mom, and then everything changed. And there was this guy called the Alchemist or whatever. He wore a plague mask,
Uh-huh.
plague
I
doctor
remember
mask.
him.
I don't remember his actual name. The Alchemist is not accurate, not correct. But he
I
was going
remember.
around and he was giving people their powers back
Uh-huh.
to kill Barry or whatever, I think. And it's revealed in the end that he's Julian.
Great. That's not the big bad.
He was a big bad.
He's
He was
also
the
not.
secondary.
That's also just not normal Julian.
I was gonna say, I don't think that is.
That's
I think it-
Flashpoint,
Yeah.
which gets
'Cause
mostly
Julian,
reversed.
No,
Julian was.
Wasn't it like an alternate identity, like an alternate personality?
I don't think
Yeah,
so.
I think it was.
I think
but-
that's what happened.
Yeah, but
Maybe.
also he's not the big bad. That's not the most important.
He's
thing
a
about him.
second. He's the secondary villain.
He was a secondary villain.
Julian was just a dick, but he was a great.
But he was a
character.
great character. And
We
I'm
did
so
love
sad
him.
his character left. Probably because they didn't want to pay Tom Felton.
Probably.
Or Tom Felton didn't want to come back. Also,
Ralph
possible.
left due to allegations.
Ralph left not of his own choice.
Oh, Ralph Dibney.
He maybe did something to a woman.
Oh.
No, he had fired for tweets that he did like 10 years before.
I believe there was another allegation that aligned with the other thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Or maybe the tweet was about what he was going to do with.
10 years in the
possible.
future.
I liked his character a lot. He was
Rest in
cool.
peace, Ralph.
He did
Only in,
really
like, the
stupid
first few
things with memorization
I
ability.
didn't know these seasons. What do you mean?
Because he's mentioned in season 1 that he's dead, but after all the timey-wimey bullshit after
Oh.
like season 4,
Uh-huh.
he is alive again.
Of course he is.
Yep.
Anyway, I actually liked the show that I watched.
No, yeah.
Oh, it was like that. It's a very good.
I enjoyed the show.
So,
I
Like,
don't
and-
have any.
The only reason
Yeah.
I
don't have
didn't
any.
finish it is because that man right
I'm
there stopped
impartial.
watching it. So I didn't have anyone to talk about it with, so there was no point in watching
He
it
stopped
past
watching
season
it
6.
before you did.
Iris
No, yeah,
got
that's exactly. He stopped watching.
I have.
Iris
That's why I
got-
stopped watching it.
Iris got stuck in a mirror.
That's as far as you
Yep.
got. That's all you have to say.
Yep.
From behind.
All right. Well, I've really got to pee.
Well, it sounds like we don't have much else to talk about.
Yeah.
Now.
Sounds like we could actually get through season 7 today.
Yes.
There are more There are more forces. There's the slow force. There's the strong force. There's the time
Hey,
force.
I think you should end us out.
All right. It has been. How do I end this?
That-
Endless, infinite, ceaseless.
No, you
end
go.
the
That's
end.
the TV.
And that has been the TV section of
What?
their next year. They can no longer do the TV section because I have done it.
Battery low. It just died. That's the TV. We're the Trifecta. Thank you, everyone, for watching.
And we will see you never again. Goodbye.
No, I don't want.
So is that gonna be the intro?
I wasn't
No,
asking.
no, I didn't start. I didn't start tuning it
I
off.
know. I know.
We got to do some funny moments in order for the intro for me to put at the end of the video. So, or else it's not funny.
Oh.
This is the end of the video.
Yeah.
So you started recording it.
Yes, I did.
In the middle of the
Yes, and I am going to keep in the fact that I said that there needs to be something funny to put at the end. And I'm putting this is the funny moment. Funnyception.
And they say Mark Zuckerberg.